Hey everyone, before we get to my opinions on the Devil's Lair reveal, I just want to brush over a couple of MailSat questions. Firstly, we are going to hear more about the beta at E3, and vehicular combat is indeed a thing, which we will supposedly also hear about at E3. Rooster Teeth's The Nose last video on Destiny also said we'll hear more about the story and lore at E3 as well. So, the chaos is over. The dust is cleared. I finally got to sleep. What's everyone's reaction? Well, I can tell you that overall reception varied across most people as pretty lukewarm, but I'd say most people who haven't been following Destiny suggested another few minutes in the microwave because that part in the middle is still cold. And I can totally see why. As someone who makes YouTube videos on Destiny, I was very excited for this reveal to come. Finally, I thought, something new to actually talk about. I can talk without a sarcastic overtone in everything I say. At first, it was a lot to take in and analyze. There were some solid pieces of information, and I was legit excited for a change. However, after realizing that all of the articles were mainly the same in terms of what they discussed, I realized that this info drop wasn't nearly as large as I was expecting it to be, and it wasn't as large as it was hyped up to be. This isn't to say what we got was bad, I was just expecting more of it. We got another look at the gameplay, which looks a lot more polished compared to E3 2013, but that was it. Nothing on story, nothing on PvP, nothing on endgame, and to be honest, I was really looking to hearing about the story. To be fair, we will hear more about it at E3. Reception across media outlets was pretty lukewarm as well, with a couple of sites having slightly negative headlines, named Kotaku and Destructoid. Destructoid essentially said that while the combat is solid, they've kind of fallen off the hype train because they didn't get to experience the things that they wanted. Now, I'm not a big fan of this secrecy either, both as a gamer and a YouTuber. I want to know more about this game too. But I don't think it's fair to write off Destiny or lose your excitement when most of the game is still a secret. If anything, I'm more excited, especially because we know when new info is coming. It's no longer a guessing game of, are they going to show us something this week or not? We know definitively that at E3 2014 we're getting stuff and it'll be way bigger than this reveal. However, I've seen quite a few people agree with the Destructoid article, and it's basically the reason why no one is excited yet. They don't know anything. I had a mega thread on the game's subreddit that reached #1 during the day of the reveal. Most of the comments in there were still, this game is Halo, this game is Borderlands. They have nothing to go on. And until the general public can learn more about the game, it'll stay like that. Kotaku's article was also negative in nature, claiming that the combat was boring and that it didn't really feel different than most other FPS. However, the top comment of this thread is very supportive of the game and reads as follows. Quote, I don't know how much I can say before NDAs steal my job, but I do have to say that what you've played is indeed an almost negligible taste of the game. The scope of it all is incredibly vast. It's hard to tell in a guided demo, especially when the buzzwords they use seem to immediately suggest comparison, but once beta testing comes around, you'll see that their focus is on experiencing the world, rather than just experiencing the running and the shooting. End quote. I believe every single word of this. Think about what we've actually seen of the game, officially. Maybe 20 to 25 minutes of low-level stuff done at a really slow pace? How much of the game is that? Less than 0.5%? Maybe? In the grand scheme of things, we know nothing about this game yet. We know some basics, but if you really want to get down to it, we know nothing. And that should make you more excited, not less. I have 87 videos, most of them are information-based, I'd say about 60 to 70 of them. So add up all that information in all those videos. Add up all the other videos everyone else has made. Destiny updates, more console, whoever the hell else there is. Now realize that all of that is the very basic outline of the game, and if I were to guess, is 1% of the game with not much detail. I really think that Bungie is underselling the hell out of this game, and I really think people are underestimating it. I can see why so many people think it's Halo, it's Borderlands. And that's because we haven't gotten a true taste of the vastness of the game, the sheer amount of content. We don't know anything about PvP, we don't know anything about raids, we don't know anything about the story. There's still so much to learn. Even something so simple as seeing menus, inventory screens. Anything like that will get people excited. Well, I mean, it'll get me excited. What kind of gun stats there are, what kind of upgrades there are, how can I upgrade this, that, these, those. Like I said, we really know nothing about this game, and that both sucks and is awesome. There were a couple of negative comments regarding the gameplay, but the main one I noticed is this game looks so slow. And yes, the gameplay we saw was very slow, but this is not going to be the pace of the game. The E3 demo was slow as well. This is because they're trying to actually show off the game so you can see it. This game will be faster than the gameplay made it out to be. You have my word on that. Another comment was the AI being pretty dumb. Once again, this was a demo, this is a low-level area. I would expect the AI to be much more aggressive and smarter in the final version of the game, and especially in high-level areas. If you missed this quote from Pete Parsons, Bungie COO, I will read it again. This is a real operation. We've got shifts that are working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and within a couple of weeks there will be people operating our data operations center 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They'll never leave for the next 10 years. There's a whole team of people who work shifts no matter what, because that's the kind of world we are building. But there will be something new to do every single day, and that's cool to think about from a planning perspective. We have the time to do it right. We have a programming chart which essentially says one thing. There's going to be something new to do every single day inside of Destiny from the moment players light it up for the first time. Something new to do every day! What other game is getting you that kind of connection to content? We know 1% of this game. The waiting game is almost over. E3 will prove to be another info drop, and unlike last Monday, I think it will actually be massive. Given that we haven't heard about a beta date yet, I fully expect to hear a beta date announced at E3. All I have to say is just hang in there. We're almost there. I'm interested in hearing everyone's opinions on the reveal from last week. It can be anything and everything. Are you more hyped, less hyped, happy, frustrated? Let's have a chat in the comments. I'm going to be at E3, and I'll be reporting all of my findings. I'm going to see if I can record gameplay. I'll be playing the hell out of Destiny because it will be playable at E3, and I'll bring you every minute that I possibly can. I might even get an interview with the source of all things Destiny, Deej himself. I'm trying to make that happen. If you thought I made a lot of good content for this reveal, you ain't seen nothing yet. So, this is going to be one of those rare times where I get a little more personal, kind of talk about YouTube itself, mainly because of the events of the past week. It's been a pretty grueling week for me. I think I averaged about 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night, Monday through Friday. Pretty sure I didn't even eat one day. That's how much this kind of took over my life. Probably not the best idea. I agree. During the day, I spent my time researching articles, watching videos, analyzing the gameplay over and over and over again, writing the scripts, making cuts. And then at night, I had my actual job, which I had to devote at least, 10 hours to per night. So it was pretty rough, but it's always been my goal to be first while never skimping on production quality or missing any sort of details. That's what you guys expect of me. That's what I, quite frankly, expect of myself, and I really hope I delivered. It certainly seems so based on the reception. Bungie put my analysis video all over their social media. They put it in their weekly update. Freaking Kotaku put it on their website, and it was just really well received, like way more well received than I ever would have imagined. I even saw a thread on the Bungie forums giving me some praise, like the name of the thread was Datto Does Destiny, which was awesome to see after I've seen so many, Destiny updates and more console threads. It might seem stupid, but just little things like that. To me, it was awesome, I hit 4,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago to the day, and as of this recording, I believe I'm at 53, 55. And I'm sure it's slowed down, a little by now. I'm probably, I would guess, 5,500. But still, that is growth that I've never seen before. Never. I've been, kind of trotting along, spikes here and there. This has just been insane. And I cannot thank you guys enough for coming here, supporting the channel, supporting me, and for giving me this opportunity. You guys can always feel free to contact me. Feel free to ask me questions if you ever have one. It could be about Destiny. It could be about me. It could be about video game. It could be about anything. Twitter's pretty good. Facebook's probably the best option right now because not a lot of people have liked the Facebook page. So if you post a message there, I'm really likely to see it. I'm Datto Does Destiny on Bungie.net, and I'm probably _unemployed on Reddit. So you guys can ask me stuff there too. Just send a message or whatever floats your boat. I will continue to deliver information in the manner that I've done it thus far. I know for a fact that I will be the best Destiny exclusive channel upon the game's release and upon beta. I have the content creation experience. I have the gaming experience. I have the end game content experience. I'll be streaming, making videos, cover news. I will do everything in my power to deliver the information and content that you guys want to see. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, tell whoever the hell you want. I am here for the long haul, and I hope that you'll stay with me along this ride. Thank you very much for watching, and hang in there.